Hey y'all, this video is an extension slash follow-up to my last video explaining the basics of football. If you're new to football, you're trying to learn more, check that video out. Subscribe to this channel. I got more educational stuff coming. If you're looking for a podcast to talk some real ball, just subscribe, stick around, because after this year's draft, I got all of that coming. So stay tuned, and I hope this video helps you. So why would you punt? Why wouldn't you just always go for it? Why would you even give the other team the ball voluntarily? Why not just, see what happens if you go for it? So this is one of the more overlooked aspects of football, special teams, the secret third unit of football. It's the kickers, the punters, all the players who assist them, all those guys running down the field, trying to tackle, all that stuff. There's something in football called field position. And field position is essentially how far up the field you are, or how backed up you are relative to the end zone you're trying to get to. So right here, your own territory is the half closer to the end zone that your opponent wants to score into. So let's say I want to score. I'm trying to score here. I'm rooting for my team to score into this end zone, and I need my team to defend this end zone, which essentially means that the other team is trying to score down here. I'm trying to score up here. So if your own territory is the half closer to the end zone your opponent wants to score into, that would be everything down here. This is my own territory. This is my team's own territory. Enemy territory, or opposing territory, is the half of the field closer to the end zone that I want to score into. So everything up here, this whole side right here, this is enemy territory. Enemy territory. When one team enters enemy territory, it means that they're doing well on offense, and they're on their way to scoring, to being able to put up points. If we're talking about punting, this is why teams opt to punt. So let's say a team is in their own territory. They're right here. The offense is not working. They didn't get a lot going. Now it's fourth down. They're not in a good position to get the yards they need. So what do? If they do go for it and they fail, then the other team gets to go on offense starting from this same yard line right here. They get to go right from there. And I mean, it's only 20 yards until they score a touchdown. And this is already field goal range for that team. A lot of teams don't want to risk giving this short field, this good of a field position, to the other team. So what they do, they just punt the ball. And punts can go pretty far, but essentially if you punt from here, you're very likely to be able to get the ball somewhere in this area. Somewhere here, at least into their own territory. And they're not starting in opposing territory. If an offense is able to start a drive right here, 20 or 30 yards from the end zone they're trying to get into, it makes it very difficult for the defense to stop them. So punting gets rid of the risk of this bad field position, and it gives the defense more of an opportunity to stop the other team. So if you're ever wondering why you would ever punt and not just go for it, it usually has something to do with field position, not wanting to give the other team a short field to work with, as they say. Make the other team work to get to the end zone rather than starting very close to it. I just want to real quick talk about the opposite scenario of the one that I just gave. If a team is in enemy territory, an offense is in enemy territory, and they really want a touchdown, like they don't want to settle for the field goal. They don't want the 3 points. They want the 6 points. They can 100% go for it. They can go for it, and then maybe instead of trying to get a first down, they're just trying to get a touchdown. There is still risk. It just goes the opposite way, where instead of kicking the field goal, where they're more likely to get 3 points, they're risking trying to get 6 points, even though they might not get it, and they might ultimately end up with 0 points. In terms of field position, there isn't really any risk. It's actually pretty good, depending on how far into enemy territory the offense is. So the risk is no longer the field position. The risk is just how many points are they going to eventually walk away with. I just wanted to bring this up real quick because through analytics, something that's making a rise in football, more and more teams are going for it on fourth down, both near the end zone and just in general. So I thought it was worth mentioning why teams would go for it in those situations. It's a big topic of debate right now, so it is definitely something to keep an eye on while you're watching those football games. And that's really all I had to say about this. Again, thank you for watching. Hit subscribe if you're new to football. If you're not new to football, I'm going to have something for everybody, so stick around. I hope you'll be seeing more of me soon, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.